To create a Prep Sports story, click on the Create Content orange button. Then on the next screen under the Propose an Article, click on Prep Sports Coverage. This step is very important of proposing your story to the editors. Each field is very important. Let me show you what it looks like. So here's an article that I'm proposing of a game between Skyline and Cottonwood. The category, of course, is sports and recreation. And this story summary is one of the most important fields on this page. It tells the editor exactly what your story is about. Is it an actual game, or is it a story about a coach or a player? Are you going to attend the game, or are you going to include a photo? And then the key words are, if someone was to search for your article, what would they type in? So Skyline, Cottonwood basketball are good key words for this article. You can also write in English or Spanish, and then this deadline is exactly what date and time you're going to finish the article for planning purposes for the publishers. This breaking news is, use this with discretion. Only check this box if it's something that is absolutely urgent that needs to be published that day. Then when you click on Next, you'll come to a screen that asks you whether you want to write the article now or later. The reason this is here is because an editor hasn't yet approved your story for publication. But you can go ahead and write it, or you can wait and write it later after you've received an email telling you that it's been approved. But go ahead and write it now if you want by clicking on the Write Now button. And here's the Write Article step 1 of 2. Each of these fields is also very important. I'm writing about basketball. It's a boys basketball, and the home team is Cottonwood, the visiting team is Skyline, and here's the final score. Now if you're not covering a specific game and you don't have a score, then leave these 3 fields blank and just write your story. The web headline here, Jaden Jackson Taylor Lithgow led Skyline past Cottonwood. Now this web headline is good because it's action, and if someone was to search for Skyline or Cottonwood or these names, they would be able to find this story. Print headline needs to be just a little bit shorter. It needs to be action, not passive voice. So like I could have written Cottonwood was defeated by Skyline, but in print you want to do something more active. So I said Skyline defeats Cottonwood. Now the short description is also important. It's if someone were just to read this short description, would they want to read the rest of your story? Now the body, here's where your story goes. You can add different types of bold, italics. You can do bullet points or numbering, and you can also include links to other stories. Now if you just highlight what you want and click on the link here, and you can type or copy and paste from a different web page into your URL. You can leave these 2 fields blank. Now after you've written your entire story, your endnote tells the reader who you are. In 1 or 2 sentences you can say a little bit about yourself and your email address and website if you'd like, if you have one. Then click on the Save and Preview button. Now you're at step 2 of the writing the article. You're not done yet. You need to review your story, make sure it has the formatting you want, and then at the very bottom here it has some hints on good writing. You want to go through these, especially these 8 common AP style errors. Go through each of these and just check your writing. And then after you've gone through all of these, you can check these boxes and click on Submit for review, and you come to your writing the article is complete. You'll notice here on the right hand side that the proposal that I did was completed by me. There's a checkbox there, and then now the writing the article was completed by me with a checkbox. You can also, if you'd like, add photos or video. There are other learning tutorials if you'd like to go through how to do that. Now if you have not gone through the Prep Sports learning module, I would suggest doing so. It is if you look at the very top here, you click on the Learn and then the Prep Sports category, and this will teach you how to submit stories, the video that you're looking at right now, how to interview from a very good interviewer, some tips on writing sports stories, the tone of your stories, and then some examples of some good stories and kind of the layout and format of how to best write a good sports story. And then some tips on shooting pictures, and then as well as how to write good captions for your photos. So get your stories published. Thank you.